Chapter FBI is Fag World. I think this is also the moms. Mexico's controlled by fag world, created by something else and captured by the fags since starting 1990s into the 2000s, where interests have diverged from original goal of white supremacy to fag supremacy, as evidenced by whites are facing worse discrimination and targeted because sex preference of fags who are of same background for a lifetime of rape and sex mutilation ending in yes and amputation of penis and sex change and what is not through interview and personal or surveillance. When, what age, how long? Why I lefts comes back and spreads the word, worlds then, now woods and Jewify the rest if. Fuck you, mom's fag is completely demented, or some just demented by the system of sex rape that fags put in place, so sure two gays could be whatever, an innocent byproduct of system of that, some, but probably who knows. I don't care about fag, world, and I don't look into fag shit, but fags did, mine and everyone else, and that means fucking faggot hell. It would be so easy. It would have been not what the brain fag, which is, there isn't many or not the most, of fag world would have done because sure reach same conclusions even. But power of the fags, below, allows that fag master to be more influential. Someone below did, and no truce between me and fag now. Moses is she is trues like Sneaks and Mamie JFK. What is? Fags think can win with fag issues and actually bring up the fag issues to make that issue, and what the fick is that either way? So, this is fag creating fag issues for fag fight. It is just sure ignore or non-issue, but they did, so it is fag controversy because let's look at fag world about sex, because wants to look at my sex world, which is private, this is fag issue. For fags that ends bad for fags. They didn't stop, because they didn't. Yes, do move that. Why fag wanna start? Christians and stupids lose on fag issue or what? I am sorry about fag issue confessions. Fuck, I am aggrieved by the fag issue creation and used for court system implicate stupid. I swear to tell you on the stack of me as a river baby, more and lots crybabies, and so. Chase, ends, bonked in please, we needs to gets along. Fuck your fag world causing issues that I make like I hate. Fucking faggot for fag issue that FBI agent of fag who is actual with Colburn that is actual murderer and fag is one who is orchestrating the fag things that I am like I don't care about fag world sex fag shit, but I will completely go on fag rampage. With all things fags from here on out. Did not stop your fag hags like fag FBI agent from doing fag shit that is not really a non-thing. For sure only non-faggots and faggots don't give shit, and I don't give shit about all the fag implicating shitstorm I'm going to start, and have you fags all on sites. Faggot fuckface fags. Thank you for understanding of fag, and with the fag fix that we have entered a period of open hostilities, and that is declaration of war with fag world and my world, and I have some other shits about what the fic is world things, and I am head of some and delegated day to whoever anyways. I declared war with who? Gays all of Mexico's fag and FBI. Sex history, gays are not like gays America think like, gay is different. How I know shit, I am just thinking person with what I know BTW. Fuck these are things why I would be smart about. Intelligence analysis is not field and sensitive with like undercover work, almost and always never. The Fag Bureau has WTF. Just hold the non-involved or such that it is not that, but what they say, it isn't. You don't fucking get involved in knowing wherever and someone who isn't doing intelligence work in that field, maybe counter something and not, anyways, figure it out. Let's me start like, why Asians peoples be all like where and without any of these words probably, keeps being like Mongols who, something always drugs, and why they not makes it back after railroad job. And who started those dungeon places calls walls places where like faces we, and that is like history of dungeons to start civilization where alls be flooded whenever. What is that time anyways? 500 years, 1000, so why that cannot be denials, and no gays is that you say? Ladies gay and more apt fag world is just men dominate mind of. More crazy than should be, and mostly not homos preference and don't have that. They are just crazy men with fag mind, likes younger and like rapes and Greeky gods myths of God like rape and how women are conquered. These bitches are mine, or whatever shit myths or true stories of 10 years before or now, than when told. Younger as fuck, can be 13 and not crazy. It is, I wouldn't because law and they don't care, but it isn't all someone can't say. I backhand all of you who says what. Anyways, the crazy men create system to create whatever sex with women more interesting, and go further so. Could be with also no experience. I am not disagrees like alls, but women's am I right and as home master or head of this chapter foe a sound. Purpose, ho is hoey. Jews. I am head of home masters which is just a term, but we don't have fag influence so none of that fuck shit is what we do as home masters hoeing the hose. Completely not, and same with I am sane as. Anyone. Great walls also then, like within and between that patties. Maybe when. Built walled dungeon compound, because maybe not mountains with caves. Or what? Not in the middle where China. Like depressed maybe. Women. You have been hoed far more than has any fucking hooker in US. Bitches. Hebrews. No one nominated, and I would override any, not allowed. But not impossible like if a woman can hoe a man with sex, so if can, then we'll look at body of work, but need to practice, and we'll take evidence later, but not any has met, a very biological difference and this is mostly jokey. And women no understand, so I know and so sorry. Anyways women are the bottoms. Always. And no women should ever disagree, and why no home masters in my whole world is. Separate sections and history of what? Like 7,000 years when? Someone dork you know. 1. Where and why not flooded, found a rice stalker or what? And maybe is 3,000 years ago. That last dungeon when maybe I think a breakout with bone shovels. If this not, let me knows. Anyways home masters memo so this is not my home masters alliance where I am head as I created the whole world as crazy infected and corrupted prior by fag world fag who fucked with. So new home masters I do lessons for history and education. Hoey ho. Mission statement. This is justice, more justice sense than anyone more. Education with best discernment and judgment. Don't care summer hoes and no worries for hoe and hoe issues and who cares shit for fag hags slinging hose issues where of course no fuck chance those hags have a chance without fag world, and it wasn't. Old to new and sure understands, the new, that is all that is. We not criminal underground and can commit not crime but we don't get hoed like fags world all and try to do healthy positive world everything hoed and fag sluts care more about whatever fag issues for fags. And we don't give fuck about and backhands the hoes and them all alike and who cares. They interfere and now it is like we have to physical force and murder or self-defense rather for protection. Too much has been allowed, and now is the time, and when that opportunity for self-defense fag encountered, be prepared and make preparation for judgment for fagmaster where fag shit put to rest. Very little of. Or lots of if when fag is outed as massive men in forced kidnapping sex rape and gay hispanices cutting off investigation is done and completed, but keep gays on site and fuck it means don't do 13. Girls because we fucking know why and not because of ho things ho says. Yes, lots must invest in gate, 0-inch. Hoes. Are hoes. And they are not 13 but also fuck you ho. Go back to ho system of where you belong and that is where the ho belongs. Epstein, I don't ficking know facts of as yes, we don't care about fuck shit not my world shit, but what the fick is facts. Massage from 16 and no sex from girls and not in US? Hoey what the fick is FBI fuck saying and if someone say what? The hoes say hey. So, that is fag world fags with fuckface hags. US DOJ is all fag picked and sorry US attorneys are just hoes and hoes in US DOJ. Local prosecutors get picked by local cops? Which ones? That is why. Ho. And have been hoeing and analogous to mex. World is now all gay, even olive? WTF happened and when, and that is how many and how fast. Then we. Is I. And so where's that shit on news? WTF is why. Their issues who? Now fag hags are all quiet about. What? This is the thing about gay bottoms from system of gay rape, and when they do sex forced, and forced is fic issues for non-fags and homemasters, so don't you worry about. This is who, and we don't lose to fags. Under fag rules, nope. Under any rules, nope. Under US laws, maybe only when other rules like fag rules like. How can you win, so we win. Don't care and get let out at next stop you fucks, by bus driver and cop and shit. Arrest done, oh, there is alley, someone else directs and slips out. Dumb-ass fag, bureau fuckface dorks and FBI computers. Dorks of porn AI shit is real. I saw one a year ago, I write about once in book, why something. Anyways can be evidence same as why movies edited. This is real issue not fag issue on me but actual FBI issue and ask someone to say why you dumb? FBI answer, yes or no or what was it? Why not ask the fuck FBI? And why FBI doing fake movies or edits with completely different ho? With B-rolls or some additional maybe floor room cuts and how the fic and why. Hoes. Fag Bureau is all trying to use straight normal sex shit into issues while I guess not doing or looking at fag sex shit gross. Fags are gross fucking things, so I want to go here as issue number 1 and prepare for war on fag issue for fags that fags want to fight on. Then another is what the fic is this news. So, ammunitions. Fags are homos of Greek gods fame, but sure more crazy. Maybe those are even the lesser fag crazy, but they rule and create more crazy that are fucking called fags and gays are byproducts of, in molested family so. Gay and family means parents are probably very faggied or generations of, gays of, millennium of gay victims of fag. Ho Athens molested all boys as humility for not creating fags as like this lessons the crazy for, like I was once all slave to and victim. Empathy. Sure. So fag is too much crazy with no sense of empathy for the crazy rapes of whoever they want to fic, which is 11 to 22. Girls. Virgins or who knows. The chomos are like crazy gays or fuck-brained by fags generational things. So that is Human Sexuality Class 101. What the fuck is this news? Hoes. I wanted gays to not kill right then. Maybe not gays and gays could be cool. Some are gays, could be all the or in there as crazy fag gays with boys. So that is fag gay world and fags create fag ho world, and that is not my ho world as fags don't pay money and fag hoes pay. Ho fuck you hoes is the same. Backhand these ho women hoes and shut your trap, you hoes, as this is not for hoes. For the education of the clan of which I am head of a law godfather authority of Max Weber distinction made, and not modern bureaucratic, and we could be both but know the roles. We not US DOJ who are all, hoes FBI before Congress and President, shown by the hoeing themselves before the world in the TV shows and interviews and trial TV, as what the fic are these dumb fucks as. And don't be concerned about fag attacks of lower value than even that which that had none to begin with. Anyways, ammos. Pick up and replicate for hoes will be hoes. Where do you not fight hoes, where hoes have made a hoes system for only hoes to be at, so decline invite to hoes. Sorry hoes, like when I can't say why you such hoes, then why I would go to talk about there, but I talk everywhere else, about hoes and why the hoes are hoed. Ho. Court is not the time to talk. It is outside and not with cop, with neighbors and everyone, about any court case and not court. Thank you very much. I just picked up evidence is all. Or local courts could be okay as pillars, but not one I had because fag is controlling cases they can, and that means fag is trying shit and not me. So fuck, first expose shit and who cares, who. Don't give shit about who and if why shit. If shit is shit, it is shit. Not your fucking problem, but also tie it back to fag, shit, which why it would be shit after entrap fag to make some moves I suppose. How fuck fag dorks and fag hags and fucks, a takeover by fag hoes. This is not gay bashing. Geek myth to Greek mythology, which is a morality of the gods, and I think Bible is saying transgressions such as or like that cause some confusion below, and worse frankly. Your moms were so bashful. We need to bash fag, probably. Like, why don't you stop and why, oh, and I don't know. Fag is not at all man hungry for man, likes youth and beauty and his will to overcome any, mostly those. And gay is confused, I think, about what hose that was to what. Tell me if not this, and please email, and we can have discussions and invite to. House for talk and anywhere too. I can go meet. Like there. Was La La Land, and they have to tell me. Don't send this to gay because not no gay and fence, but they should want to be there, or you do whatever. I'm sorry about your uncles from analysis from watch a minute of lockup raw, which is all how so gay and why is sex change op, and how old, and how much, and let's see. Calculations. And that is how they do and more, and it gets gross, which is fag by the actual and only who actually did bad, and that is why, and come at me, fags, and I am all like ho you, with I figure out things, and I don't even know how lesser of makes it out of group. Athens fags chomos did, and gays don't think so, that not with them ns Mexicos, they going to go so gross. Then mom's yours and Jewy hash it out. Guess who is coming for dinner, why never invites against incense. Also, I am doing stand-up comedy by myself with like just outside actors like or passers-bys, and I am going to, because why not? Now that is going to be game 2, and it is. It is going to be so hilarious to me that I can't pass up, but also, there is no chance that would hurt me at all, like don't believe in and yes, and no issues there. This is no lose possible. Anyways, this is doing not stand up, and it is for most and more of the performing arts too. Of course, this is a worthy human endeavor. I going to be hilarious at the strip club. Ho. People call me like you ho to me, or what, I know, and you don't. Fuck you, and your mom too, that says. What is the difference? My personal story and like my life is where I am going to be. Completely win this game too. End omission. Chapter 0. I didn't make any mistakes up to now. I have 0 losses and over there, all of it. Game on. Bitches. I am sad and sorry for death that I was all over with my father's like 20 years ago now, and only I thought about recently because couldn't be, but maybe and certain as I can be. What do you want me to do about that? And this is the ace, or the can't lose card, so I play. And then I bring myself to tears even, or I can, when I need to, not all the time, but I don't even have people around to go over this angle. I start laying it on thick like entire jar of peanut butter, entire, and I don't stop, and then that's it. BTW, I can completely grant immunity from prosecution to anyone, and definitely 5-star, and all of minus whoever like stupid clients, which means I do this. Draws line in sand. And stands time immemorial as special sand that does not shift, and I be all do a night move like get into position, and nobody shall pass here without my permission. Like I said, come here and I dare anyone and everywhere I know, and it means this. Shut the fuck up, the straight but WTF gay world of faggot bottoms turned woman by sex op, and now US Attorney DOJ prosecutors, any prosecutors, or cops. Or whoever the fuck wants to come to blame me or you or Marcus or just anyone we care to. Come here, hoes. Only in that, and will bend at my knees because I have this. Your mom's intros, then someone with sense. The melodrama of the tragedy where I add more melodrama that sinks all your ambitions. I tell the tragedy of tragedies where even the most mundane of everyday events brings the wretched human condition into full view as no one has ever accomplished. Not Shakespeare, not Toni Morrison, not Oedipus of Homer, and surpasses even the Christian or Jewish storytelling of biblical proportions where I lay my foundation for mine. They can try. It would be impossible to counter the narrative where I can do the most compelling and human rendition, using all the instruments in the orchestra of the emotional to tug at the soul of any audience that brings down the most powerful to his knees for my forgiveness, and nowhere can you find a hint of that, and I do not ask. So please let's. I am not sure there is one prosecutor in the entirety of field of law that can move a single audience of mine away from the vengeance that will be directed that way, where I can give the performance that is only appreciated when I quietly and softly and builds the crescendo that was not expected when with always a disheveled appearance, and do not place a single stone of guilt upon a single member of the audience, whether that be the jury, a judge, another prosecutor, anyone not that motley crew, is where when you look here to blame, the complete exhaustion of the body after that 30 to 45 minutes of life you have known, would send anyone that took this dare to seek retirement from any endeavor that requires some level of judgment. Just make sure prosecutors, cop, FBI, and such have enough 401k if they ever look this way. Thank you very much. Biblical kind, they send all kinds of people that way, is how it will be actually. To clarify, this is not metaphor. This something why. And they went with someone else. Plus to help, appreciated. To blame? Reread. Get out of here, so be if. Your mooms. Chapter, The Game's Wrong. I think I play the games wrong, like someone be who knows, then I should be like something. Someone does whatever, something like bends over, and I be like you stupid, mostly fat dudes and what. I guess I supposed to be like be sads he got, or laugh at, but I be mad at them, fucking stupids, been causing shit like in my life. Figure cunties via Jews. They has no idea where blame is going to end up, like gas me, and I'm to blame is probably not the plan, maybe. Like who does help me anyone? Like the accomplices to murder be like, that is too much, like knows that, and the only ones not convinced by whatever lies, and I lose everyone on my side, but maybe part of. Would they be completely out to get me? What is the point of? These people know me, and know me more than me, like whatever, runnin' up, and that is invitation for me to say whatever. Things I be not thinking about so I don't say, then I bring up the current things and past. Mostly fucking bitches, what the fick. No, I never wrote explanations of, so maybe who knows. It would be, fuck you for that, and fuck you, that too, bitch fick fuck. And whatever year zero I writes. Supposedly. After mental hospital, and some ops, I narrow down, whoever did, to FBI, just think that through. Who could and seems about only possibility, so it went on 4 weeks, maybe less. Whatever thought I had about, I would write that, and fuck you, fuck fick. I will come on your face, and how if I be like charged for that such and such. 0 like defense is they is gay, and asked for. Why is floor to FBI office all sticky? Comes. How much more can I write about? Like 200 pages in Word document on laptop. I don't remember because I never even reread it once, but I never emailed, never showed it to a single person, because stupid shits. I mean Geneva. Only for a day, you dumb ho this and that. Texts, probably like 10 pages and donuts on that, never said in phone or in person, never said after until and okay. FBI gays, BTW. Lets me talk shit about who I think should be blamed more. I think they watching me through TV thence too, or did, during. Okays, they's be all gays for me. Why FBI so gay? FBI Agent 1, who you homos for? FBI Agent 2, like whoever. There be conversation and characters. FBI whoever, would like to suck some dick. FBI someone else, me too. More details probably, could have started angry and just whatever, so learns nothing here I suppose, or it's FBI can't do shit. Percent and autocorrect to pervert, auto and outie. I say those two be computer chomos. They works in pairs because they can no concentrates without being gays. One does fucking around, while the other fucks him in the butt. Another equals comply when I tried to say why these chomos be so gay for kids, they just kids man. Complaint comes up. What? And says buys computer chomos. Does it help writing? Did it help? Basically, if whoever let's say prove FBI likes FBI gay literature, or such plus evidence of hacking that's, and it was then. Like I would see a pink car super gay car, and I'd be like why is FBI follows like while going to beach house that I didn't want to stay at. These guys have V6 Mustangs, the ultimate gayness, I thought I bought one, gave it to my sister after high school, she liked it. V6, red, Mustang, convertible. I drove it for maybe less than 6 to 7 months. I didn't have a car in college all 4 years. I had a Celica. Crashes it plus personal injury money plus car money equals a Mustang convertible. I did not like that shit car. Way worse than Celica. Way worse. Handles like a boat. Slow or seemed slow as fick. Braked like an elephant. I don't know how she ended up with my car. Probably she be complainy, I need a car, and whatever bitch, here. I thought there would be no parking there anyways, and I think so. Nobody I knew had a car there either, not one, like, even friend of friends. It wasn't money. Came el caravan, slaves, born, and what they can say about me used do all the work for them for? They probably got something like these peeps, nada, except, lose all human dignity. Why you be reporting the gayest shit so what? I be writes and publish, and, whatever the fick, I do something else like he poops pants. Open bitch, nevers. Mine's all that. When can I get the fick out of here? Soon so like it takes whatever, like, something something years back and open something something. Nothing was ever open bitch. Okay, never mind's all that. Fuck fick FBI, why FBI so shit? FBI is just absolute retard lizards douche FBI. Trying's new words. Dickheads FBI agents are twats? Okay, probably not. FBI you ficking fuck shit encrusted crustaceans. FBI dorks. Stupid FBI dumb shit FBI. I don't like any of that. FBI is gays. Lord of gays. FBI, you is dick sucking, cum drenched motherfucking gaylords faggot fix. Okay must. Just fags then. FBI is just fags loves to drink comes from guys' dicks. Just the boy fees though. Why prerequisite for FBI? So no shame in all the other ficked up things they dose. Brothers. FBIB, so what? Sucking dick is like. A whatever, not cools, and we'll keep that secret, proudly like. We's all suck dicks togethers in FBI meetings to write, bill, to feed children like. Feed the Children Act, in order to end childhood hunger, and feed the children we will. Ask like. Amazon stop throwing away food and give to pantries. And FBI agents, rolling on floor sucking dick. Left, rolls again. Sucks dick right. Why rolls? They have to. Why floor is drenched in cum, slippery, safer, and like for why, some reason FBI. This a book, actually, I had something like, then erased, probably best for my rep. Bible scholar. Likes numero uno. Don't like carpet. This true actually. Who wants to bet I can write 200 pages of FBI is gay, book in 3 months. With mostly cum wrestling and eating splooge, any takers? How do I get commission for that book? FBI owes me 3 months' time. Somewhere when with your mom, Mexico's. BTW FBI was rolling on floor because feed was FBI agents splooge to. The children is that BL. Dick was wad eyes. Top secret, FBJ, surveillance video plus star, trek cum, technology is, feed, the children always mexy cos, Oliver fuckboys. Chapter, the end. Heresy wins and springs herself back again with what trails her, or is he Zeus, is she following Jupiter, or is that Jesus BTW? Whatever, we all dead and I don't care. Everybody dies, I guarantee this F guaranteed. And a lot will be Kasabi plan as, but sure everybody dies too. And that was how your moom causes that too. She is mexy, cos BTW, and so fat that her fat is planetary a plantar fascists not after sizing up to her size, F this. Fucking bitch. And for Christians who like ending of Bible story, is that this is about what end looks like not that different. Go talk to whoever cardinals and Apollos astronauts. When mexy cos drinks milkshake with deuce and milk and cops and Indias and FBI fed by secondary, and when Mexico's fashions brown boxer briefs with diarrhea, when deuce linea and they areas around, what else is there? Oliver McFuckboy wants soup and begs for soup, and that was all of Mexico's, and soup is code word for cock. And sup is for cop. Mexico's moom isn't she, your actual moom and mexy cos. Gays put his penis in the puta of an actual hippopotamus, and that is gay Mexico's. Why? Because Mex is gay and that is gay. Chapter, the child porn stars of, boy, very young, industry HQ law copyright increment.
Vegas, Maviches Mexflings, 1 OK Mesex. De negocios extranjeras con. Empleados todos en Méxicos.
What if today, February 20th, 23, is where I am shocked and in disbelief of when today, and where is next room by mine, is how they Mexicos have financial means here. Then answers that is the child actors, the sons of Mexicos. Everywhere because they boys the talents of an industry, growing by leaps and of course, as a corollary, and the official numbers of BLS from OMB to GPO of the statistics and data gathered within then, the Commerce Department, an agency of the executive branch of the U.S. federal government at the cabinet level, is sourced to another trusted source of one of my sensory perceptions. The fast-growing occupation is, wherein America, that is that occupation, by far the largest number by count of employees, larger in number of that count of any other occupation, is this occupational work, the child porn actor. Boy, very young, is where the outlook for the positions of within the occupation of the job title of that is holding steady, and within the industry of this, that is the child porn, starring boy, very young, film production industry. And there are another 10 times the opportunities within the entirety of that industry, and 88 out of 100 of the positions for the occupations in this industry is of this related occupation within that industry is of this job title. Fluffer, child, boy, and young, very, and the job description, assistant and assistants in the production of film of a porn nature, starring of porn actor, child and boy, very young, in the filming of the Mas dura cosa grande y larga cuando esto que van. En de culo de Nino Jovin de Mexicos, and in the succeed, and of success of all of that as well. And fluff experience of prior, in the production of child porn film, of films this of child porn star or actor, of that described, where requirement is an age limit set at the upper bound, 6, and prior experience is not preferred, but is not disqualifying for the position of that both. That is applicable to the child porn star, boy very young, and child, boy, fluffer, very young, in the assistance of, within that industry of, and both jobs are of, with the exact same basic qualifications. The raw numbers in the occupation of, actor or fluffer, as boy, in the child porn industry and within this industry, ours the film productions, and of course in the filming of the child in that industry is of course then, that the scripts of all of the films follows the established industry standard that the script follows to the child porn film formula, and that is where a grown man is boinking that child porn actor. And that is the template of all the films within the genre of child porn. Where the film is of a pornographic or another terminology or nomenclature could be used, but in American law and in the general parlance of Americans, look at usage of parlance numbers, the films of this nature that stars the boy, very young, where that child porn star is boinked by a grown man, is referred most commonly as child porn, and this of those employed with that industry is 10 million with full-time work of 30 hours or more hours per week, and an additional countless millions of child boys in the categories of part-time, independent contractor, and underground, and under the table, and back of alleys, and inside buses. And in the gig economy within private transactions of private household is a statistic of no child left behind, at least all of Mexico's, is why the Mexico's household financial conditions somewhat improved year over prior to current. And small but growing numbers of that are the improvements of this, the outlook of income of $15 per hour of working hours, in production hours and paid to boy, and the number of films produced every day and each week, staggering 100 films of that. For every child porn actor boy is 100 million child porn of boy aged 0 to 6 every week, and 5.2 billion child porn films production yearly within the United States, and almost all of that is within the city limits of Los Angeles, California, and all moved to Vegas on advice of FBI legal counselor at child porn law. What? happens there is the lower cost of production and cost of expenses, necessary and ordinary in the course of child porn. A very young boy actor is called the child talent boy or boy porn star child in some combination of those words. And the Mexicos here. With the Mexicos, all child porn star boys and next door rooms is all that is wise gang on here and come on Mexicos, and that is not a word of encouragement at all, and this is what happens all and every hotel and lodgings in all of Vegas? Mexicos when all ate, how? Chalk a drink or what? Ask someone else. I do not care this. I have other things of not care of any that. It is, could the Mexicos endeavor their enterprises with ever more quiet, since I might did I be here of Oliver Mexboy is what he does and what he says, almost, and is that, and yes, why not I say I heards that. This the sense of that from this all the next door rooms of everywhere I stays, nearer the Mexicos so please, I only ask for this a request of not much, sure an inconvenience as a gesture of Mexics, maybe duct tape and air mattress. Thank you Mexidorks and Mexicans alls for this to ponder over as for your considerations and decisions when every day is when engaged in the enterprising enterprises of all of yous of Mexics. Things have changed, my friends. We have to get with the times. That we can't do everything the same anymore. Compromises have to be made. We must limit our take of the decibels. Read is that the how, that all the hows, makes sounds less efficiency, I hears. So that must stop. And that is all. I hope you will listen to this one request however burdensome as a favor to me, as your compatriot, FBI agent counselor at Child Porn Unit, that is all. And it thus. All this included, in that one in first instance, for press release by OMV, GPO on behest of VLS, Commerce Department. The employment figures where the entirely of those employees' location is Mexicosas, within there. And that the headquarters of that one company that one then the Unodos Child Porn of Es Tacos de Unicos Películas S.A. Incorporated and HU moved from Los Angeles and Vegas, and the witness statement is contrary to all of that actually is the he did not hear that and why he did not say that. And the report of FBI agent is FBI classified and is top secret of all that within and not outside of Mexico's. Then all of this is without need for correction for misstatement of the numbers of those statistics or further clarifications, when correct already and true already. Mexico's hacks that, and happy with Clarific's Porky Solo $5 for one entire film starring that boy, and does that cover incidentals and jobbing costs of, and that the money there and then not here is ole. Ello's sorpresa, como, overtaken in most important industry mex. They Mexicos already know that the financials of Películas de and $20 billion is a bigger take than the drug cartels are why they grossness one. Law education and there is this, corporate entity entirely, and of a separate personhood, and separate from the manager members, shareholders, and agents and child porn workers working for, is a well-established principle of a long standing in this of commercial activities. In the development of, within the tradition of commerce and contracts, the legal entity accruing to where that is of another rule applicable to commerce and money things, is where generally form is the overriding factor over substance, where American lawyers have noted their disagreements, but without regard to the nonsensical, the entity's activity wholly descriptive by the press release of that, is where that industry number is within, Los Angeles and to Vegas. And upon further advice of FBI agent counselor at Child Porn Unit of FBI, still within that corporate form and structure whereof now. Fuck Swiss banking and secrecy law. That now is where? Wyoming or Idaho. The secrecy of all that is where U.S. law does not play second fiddle to any, and where must best is that is as manifest so obvious that the destiny, and number one. Laws, Why I attorney of law and accounting FOT cunta the cunts of all the contenancies and cunta law cunts all that, within my expertise, because. Bitch fuck number one university per ranking by the U.S. federal government study completed by the National Research Council is where is number one in the arts and humanities, and my actual major, yes number one and overall. Number one. Fuck yeah, fucks, where I. Why I, better than you fic Mexicos and all. This is what says by the U.S. government study, by an agency of 1995 is when the methodology utilized, reliable and sound, of the reputational assessment by the university professors. A peer assessment is the methodology. 2010 study is not that, without, and that report is concerning. The most recent report is a collection of data of this quality, that this place where most office space measured by the square feet of WTF and mexics, etc. I guess Harvard was unhappy with prior results of, and hey, cannot have that, of that prior result, and the 1995 study of that is the most reliable evidence of, the rankings of. Where I number 1, fuck bitches, yes. A peer review is that not, then all of what matters. Opinions of experts determine it all, not Dorcases of where who knows you and should always with never influence. Who is mom's banging on, yours BTW. Chapter, The Gay DNA. And then, fuck rankings like the next by which dicks hits that can manipulate what to suit whatever dick-sucking enterprise and influence academic research to find the gay genes is who got pregnant and baby and since when. Then is eggplant a gay's genes and who has got. Why gay must have sexed women in the first days and is that the gay taboo? And if 1,000 of 10,000 men had the gayness gene that made him gay, all gays procreation? If gay was like only man bangs on man in the gay scientific where that set of man is has you been banging a man and only then you a gay and must set the set as a set of initial condition of man that bangs another man with another defining that set of who then. Whatever all of that, still, no chance for gay gene to pass down. And is then gays all bisexual or why, they bangs man and women? Or before man decided to bang on man, is there a DNA switch of why man bangs woman, why? And is gay then man bangs on man, and it is always Ricky Martin she bangs, in an order gay that still gets a woman pregnant by the gay and I says, you need women to gay. Okay, but that DNA isn't the gay gene, that the bisexual man would bang man and her. Why I would bangs a woman and women's and more the merrier. And why gays allows to do something and I can't grow what bitches. To not make things weird, robots and conveyor belt and I opens my present to me, 16 years old. 18 then. I don't care. Did we just make deal? Great. These be women's and not ever gay. This is if gay can do. Thick who going to fix stop what? And blase forward and no gloria say who. Get the fick out of here, you fick hags. And let me say, I can get betches. I hasn't gone dog much at all. Not like blase forward ans who 40 years old. It that I busy, I am ans then I get sidetracked ans maybe why we has miscommunication about. I was getting there and someone else WTF. 2 for 1 isn't deal, proves nothing. I know. This is where cannot be near where you what, but I be intellectual and scientific growings and moral too so that only why. Ans, I know DNA rules. Uglo or you don't pay extra. For hot donors. Why? I even knows. Egg bitch is my life. I guess I suppose. Or what? 2 to 1 is like how many? Shut your trap actual ladies very uglies. Your mooms. Rules of DNA, it tends to average in humans. Why? More DNA, that combinatory not controllable. Some traits someone did. Because could, some things what? Skin color, colorings, height? Don't know maybe. I color is, you brown and her, maybe never and no, why henchard. She adopted because something. With lots of egg and kills yeah. Maybe selection at baby. You is not pass. And that is wrong. Uglo kids go hotter grown. Child actors all and not a boy you Mexicos and child porn stars. Haley Joel and what? Full House who? Who else is there? I don't know more. Beauty noi. Too many variables at play. Intelligence, smart don't have smart children. Maybe pass on knowledge a bit more. It is minimal difference the other way. How make slaves not do? Don't need. Why egos do? So they have guilt, otherwise victim. Slaves revolt for not. Gay system where fuck brain the boys OCD and girls not. Penis brain built in. Boy has to build it out. The logic's board of piano axioms not difficult. With that 7 axioms, all math. Add OCD. It been done. All, end of discovery. Girl and boy will learn it, and it's diffs from discovery. I can check that proof by computer, and, because that's set theory whatever, someone else write the explanation. Not wants to. Axioms and I can. What? Also in my brain, when I think I organized every what known, and something, read it all. Like something. And all of it. I don't particularly remember, maybe personal, that is paradox something, I joke said it. When? Existential crisis. Recent and before, Saussure why and joke. When I picks up puzzle pieces and not worry about. Maybe you. And with fags. Good luck. Might be, can you be convinced of sucks dicks? I don't think so. I wouldn't think so. What the answer? Booby trap, some women's there? Inside house. Dungeon bitch. Oh, I don't. How much is that? Never is that cost effective. Like one slave and how much? For sex. Robots and what? If is who castle deal 1,000 women and that is billion. And I don't want to keep. That is also liability. Moulin Rouge and capitalism is where market forces competitive slave sex to none, probably since long ago. What why mexy cost today? Gay influence or gays suck dick control. Women drowns baby, chops off hair or head. Hires assassins for smack to her face, and she wants 4 kills. And 3 at when only 1, he not even there when she got smacked. Go get Helen. Warns, my gay father wills eat you. Slave or not. Switch babies. You tramp and I am upper crust. Why? Neapolitan. Stupid my fair lady, now she speaks posh. And you ficking hoe, and in America song kills you, and when in Russia, you kill song. Always she decides. And Eve does something. Jewish we all go this religion instructs to correct whenever non-exempt except American he Mexico's far left. Word world were where ward unto the light like it was hard to convince like stop kills your babies then, and when grown up, not you really, and how this possible's like against all every ages, hers. What is rule? Be prepares to bolt that split section. Kill motherfuckers, houses not your mother sometimes. Chapter, kill kill kill. This is kill. Kill and the motherfucking law, and this is the only fucking law that is the motherfucking law, and this the new law from the old law, and this is that motherfucking law, and the motherfucking law is the motherfucking law. You don't know the motherfucking law, and the motherfucking law is coming for the motherfucking you that don't be knowing about the motherfucking law, and that is the motherfucking law. The motherfucking law is the fucking motherfucking law, and I can fucking kills, as goddamn you motherfucker, is my God-given right, and I can go fucking kill any motherfucker that I feels like, and shoot that motherfucker dead. With a fucking bullet that goes straight through his goddamn motherfucking head between his motherfucking eyes, and straight through his fucking brain to the other side, okay. I just don't feels like, that is why, and if I did, then I'd be justified. And what? What can mexy do? Except that. Do drink diarrhea recycled every day with jizz sperms. Same, by secondary, cops and FBI and that one India dude too. Here is, then this, hear ye something. That is why. I know stop then mexy or who. Should do what? Maybe do him smoo or what? The rules of I disagree game is a system based on not the gay rules. Murder that person you disagree with is the only allowable move. Someone could add one more rule. I do not. The results at the end of the game are where that the end is agreed by all. I not thinks this is must end has to be where end is apocalyptic. I be alls asks always what the end game is ask YouTube and what the end game. End game, and I dig some things where what buried and how that ends. Reputation both. And it is however you want it, we want the same thing. I guess I answered that. That an original work of my own creative unless someone wants. BTW I did, and so much less when listens to something non-stop for 7 years. This an actual conversation, then my ex-wife of a few years. Why always? Why, I never could imagine the why. Beauty and hotness and talent it is. She is so pretty, don't you think? Smack, to my face. It has actual happened, and I never said it again until I just remembered it now. Great. In. That is not, listen. Ladies. Bodies buried under their hose, then don't ask. And you ask why, over there, her. Hummus. She stole some hams. I might believe that as well. Oh no. This is called something something, leave something for. Way to deny, or probably. I actually don't, but it could be, and never, got you again, Pharaoh smart. And Jesus. Me, is what the why. How this and how that is somehow you got locked inside the pyramid, oh no, and I didn't feel like coming by. Why? I don't. Then I did all of it and you listen, and why I didn't. Fucking bitch. This is where, then the initial conditions of all of that, and the predictions of that, is all-knowing. An amoeba thwarts God's will and not. Heresy or moom did, and it must be piss in his face, and why it is possible, and why this must be. And I am looks to reincarnate to cow India. In the alternate universe, because heresy or moom ends this one, and the cows professionals for milk ladies technicians with short shorts uniforms and boys cows same, is same. I make plans for contingencies BTW. Dinner last, BTW for Christians, I baptism yes when I was a baby, and I know. The words and with the Protestants is I must. Only this at the end, the furthest I can until I cannot carries myself further, and 1 minute before that. I must time this with so much care, a lot of, and such as so much, and all that is writing on this, my ability to precision, and I say some words. Believe that, and I would say that of course. I already knows this. This is now then the time to hold this ecumenical meeting of all the minds, that don't include Mexico's, as never a worry, is never a worrier, and FBI is inconsequential numbers and expendable from, only what if. Something something BTW and C, then the rest of the world discussion forum, ecclesiastical legalism, and theological viewpoint as to finally. Who is you, disagrees with me. China, and about what? They says no slaves 2,000 years ago. Get there if not. I know 2 things then, about China. Mary Ugly and the first China emperor says no slaves. Christians then, and how you disagrees with Jesus. I Slamex, you may take earth on that last day and after. Moose lambs, whatever I sads. And Jews too. Why you disagrees with that, what of me? And other earthlings, that is called luck. Usually without the tragicals, then normals. Is theory of one human mind, minus retarde of Mexico's and FBI and castles chomos. What of cops? They could be Mex, Samar. And all of them cops, not the brightest and the best BTW, is then the rest of cops and law enforcement. There's not? They know ever moral leaders or anything like ever or among. The intellectuals or intelligentsia of any place, same in all the U.S. criminal courts. Someone would have burned the fic out, and why anyone ever? Yeah, used to be, like that almost sacrifice, and why I never considers something there. Only because the grossness mexy cost corrupts, is why, you been around too many. I didn't. I think the ho's the safest, to be honest. Cops is this, look toughs. Hey, you did diet on man leche or? Jiz you ate then chakras there. You don't want to do so chakras there, is the directive of cop by the level ups. Me at highest, most alto, never that my F. This is not what cops says when report by my house journalist uncovers by eyewitness testimony. Leche, man jizz is milk, chakras there, me did ate then me diet, Mexico's chakras. I concur, said cop. Mexy cos is, not to say soulment, sayus why, get that through yo. Head or must fire all of the cops, every single cop, and cops disagree? Let's note that for the record again, but it is unnecessary. Your mom is comings by house. Hands dose, is I sayus I only hopes I could live with, only I not the dinners with do, and what else I says. That one who is now gone the he was packy that one, or you do whatever could that I didn't so you decide, or trains bring curry by mama is not true then don't say that in a documentary film why I knows is I saw that. There are other things of, and what I says, exactly same. Whenever too. What else is there, and why this important and only question causing division among the rest before that final day that Mexico's and FBI brought via moom heresy brings Pluto to her asteroid belts and Jupiter, and she is heading back this way is fire and Brimstone lights up the skies bright, and that the belts of hers is going to be hard to miss. And never mind he Zeus and her belt Stella belt and her Stella dusts too she belts and Asterla's belts is already enough Stella for the end is certainty. And only immo portende to ponder and let's. How does God get sucked off? With goats and where only this is why. What I say. Stadiums and lines formation and ladies get in line for young women's for chance to blow me. And? Fuck you and your bitch selves. Fuck. Next's. Where we at hand is. And that is only the possibility of hope. Okay, then not a deal. How you guarantee this? Next. And. That is where they stands, on top of die me baby. Hand is wash, and by blows not sure. Next. Her foot get, milk me or you die, why hose goats me. Let's first thing first. I will handles the business of blowjobs, law PD get to ready. And serial things or you die. Same with highs hose. You too. Thick. This is all same today as ever. I trues that. Jewish making plans. Chapter, The War Speech. They have to unconditionally surrender. We have to raise an army to fight the motherfuckers. There's no choice. I foe another sound reason, then war speech chapter FBI is FBI plus Mexico's. So get behind someone who can organize and raise this army and come and get me, and I will join there. So I have to recruit as well, and someone else first and someone else too, and we must create an army of the people who need to fight in the war to come. The war could be an open and violent warfare, but it doesn't have to be for the unconditional surrender of my enemies who are your enemies by military force. What are they saying? I have no rights. You have no rights. Any disagreement to that is met with intimidation and escalating level of violence without limit until someone is convinced that a secret agreement is entered into by claiming that was agreed with that process, enforced by more escalating levels of violence to subjugate anyone. And the enforcement is the same for any supposed non-compliance with this supposed secret agreement. And that is, who knows if the secret agreement is even ever written or if even ever explained to anyone or if anyone has ever known of its existence. They must be saying I have this secret agreement too and I don't, and I didn't, but how can I ever dispute this? To who and how, and I do dispute, and how would that go? Well, was there ever a process to determine what and how? I didn't know where and when, and whether I had a secret agreement to have given up all of my rights, had been entered into, and from what place in my past. And why and how was I unable to prove that I had not, and how is this kind of thing ever be possible in the states of Nevada and California, in the United States of America? I don't heed any attention to any such nonsense. No one has ever, here nor there, as an absolute impossibility. If there is anyone who is facing this kind of nonsense where for me, I am oppressed where not a single right of mine is being respected as shown by the evidence, and where to find that is, among the so many instances in my life. How many times have I been subjected to the loss of liberty by kidnapping and confinement without any semblance of fairness and completely arbitrary by the enemy-controlled armed forces? Maybe background story. Who else is facing similar, or just of course, you have to and must stand with me, in this, here. There is no political solution after what 20 years, and how. There cannot be any compromise in these fundamentals anyways. A legal solution? That is even more impossible if that makes sense, and it does. What they say here cannot be denied over there as well, which is what they would do. And I am not alone in this, because why and how? There would be others. And we must join forces to fight out this common enemy of ours. And the objective of this enterprise must be a military one, using military means, for the unconditional surrender of the enemy forces who is also a military with well-marked uniforms and lightly equipped. Having rudimentary military training, but highly educated in psychological and intelligence and counterintelligence tactics. Those last sets of skills will be our main impediment to achieving what must be the only objective, formation of this army necessary for, and capable of, achieving the military objective. That is the unconditional surrender of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, agents of, all of Mex-y-cos. This is a call to the American people to rise up, take up arms, and destroy this evil scourge that is a damn plague here and must be the same everywhere. Send help here. help others there, and organize everywhere. First, don't we need an army? Where do I join? Come get me or I go there. Fuck. And I recruit here. Get here. My door is open for anyone to start what I would figure to be a small group here to join this army. And who among you, the American people, can put together this military organization and the capability and the resources to defeat what must be defeated, the FBI, that is also includes the Mexics. Those motherfuckers are evil fucks. I will scan the news and be there, by myself or with others, to join. When there is not a legal solution and I tried and the FBI did not pay me my FBI money, and when there is not a political solution and I even tried to form the 99%, and when was the dissolution of the FBI? Then the only solution remaining now is a military one, to take out the FBI by force, of course. Maybe plans traps then. First, we need the people with sense, and this is the only option remaining at this point, which is the unconditional surrender of the FBI by military force. And I say, these agents of the FBI will surrender at the first sight of this army and come out of their rat holes without resistance and surrender unconditionally. These FBI agents might not, but there will be an interrogation, and they will face their accusers who will point their fingers at each of them. The FBI agents can stay silent at the onslaught of these accusations, and that is their admission by the FBI, and for life, these FBI agents will admit. And that is an unconditional surrender by the FBI. Interview rooms and the accusers will have to be secured, and we need only a day to take account. To take notes of and prepare the files to document the crimes brought forth by the accusers who accuse the FBI agents that crime was committed by. These meetings will be recorded and transcribed and published for public comment and view. And FBI agents can have an entire lifetime to respond. And these former FBI will admit to it all by silence in the face of every accusation. As the FBI does now. Their war nexts. What is mine, FBI agent, that he murdered my father and covers that is suicide and murdered his mother for good measure too, and that is what FBI do not fic answers. And that agency must know, because that is what FBI knows. And with fic Mexico's recents, and I resurrected myself after serious injuries, and I haven't done what is you, FBI, and all that is threats, and Mexico's, and cops exact all of them without exception. Sometime then, rebellion too. Then, we must coordinate. But surely this only, we must build a military organization, where this organization is created by some persons of natural talent that others follow because of the leadership skills some people display. And because we see them capable, and we all want to see the accomplishment of the objective that we have set out and we cannot fail. Failure of this, it is unthinkable. Then sure, the newly to be formed army members will have to take on assigned or volunteered roles where plans and missions and priorities are set, where skill sets within this army are analyzed and utilized to best meet our common goal. Resources and assets would need to be acquired and distributed. Facilities to be used are identified and secured. There would be military training and to impart any additional skills necessary to the members of this army taught from those that already have acquired these skill set from their prior experiences and education and life. Troublemakers will have to be shown the door, and any disagreements will be handled as how people with leadership. Whole plans after war. Qualities and the abilities to organize men would. Those will have this authority. From sure could be charisma and hopefully not just familial ties, and assuredly this authority cannot be based on nor require politics. That is the nature of a military organization. Those with authority in this army will have some personal qualities that will naturally attract people to organize around them and follow the orders necessary to accomplish this objective, even if those plans were not the optimal or most efficient. The authority of those in leadership positions do not have to be based on rational and or legalist. I am head of clan of the Home Masters, so I know that. There cannot be competition, and if you will be forced out, then the rest of you who would will have to go. Get out. Because how else? This army will be short-lived and will not and could not and cannot enforce a rigid hierarchy. And any person who would is called a saboteur that will have to be investigated for ties with the FBI. We won't need many, and just you can play there. Sure, there will be a loose group of people that might be called the leaders of this army, who do not have to have every detail in agreement, but understand that there is a degree of relationship among them from their most important people within that leadership to the less, and those views would shift with the successes and failures of the priorities set out within their respective areas of their control. And this will be a fluid dynamic, where others will have to step in to fill these roles when others cannot accomplish some of the necessary priorities. And again, this is not by or through politics of democracy. It could be by bribes if I want to do this, and this is definite. What? You bring all the horses, and you want to be cavalry commander, and fuck you it. But you do very shit. You might not be able to stay in command of that, and we would definitely keep the horses still. And this is not take that or that country, only just FBI. It should be all worked out and the entire mission finished within a week, from start to finish. Maybe 2. Go. From today, 2 weeks max. What do I do? Strategy, blueprint, and ideology. Like, absolutely the most important here. I am actually done. Get the fuck out of here and take out the damn FBI. I'll join whenever, come find me. If these bitches can't do this simple, and those cops don't fucking do what must be done, that is a murder investigation. How can cops decline or disagree on what? And here? I gave absolute justification where there is no disagreement at the U.S. Supreme Court, and it would be unanimous on my side. Where can anyone claim a single wrong here by me? In court? Never. Criminally? Absolutely, this is self-defense. And I would owe FBI someone money if more casualties are involved. And someone else? This is self-defense, and this involves absolute necessity to prevent a much greater harm of our enslavement and to minimize deaths, even. In politics? Someone can say I overstepped or we overstepped, or you overstepped and let's vote on that. Not a single vote on that side, and the politicians and the political establishment now, I know, where is the order by the president? Get the fuck out of here, FBI. Then, can somebody get this message to him as well, and try for a legal resolution prior to this armed conflict to take out the FBI by military force? Where was my fucking money, FBI? Defenses build-outs. Already there has been a full and complete exhaustion of every possible avenue of all the legal and political solutions. FBI said they don't care, and FBI and its agents claim only this power, invisibility. So don't be worried, they say. This is not anything encroaching on no one's rights. Fucking fags.